The Devon Horse Show and Country Fair is celebrating its 117th anniversary here in this year of 2013. What began as a very small one-day horse show at the Devon Hotel, just a couple blocks away from our existing site, has now evolved into a world-class competition with all breeds. It's a variety of breeds and disciplines that makes it very, very special. The saddlebreds, American saddlebreds, and the hackneys were some of the first types of competition, lots of carriage driving. The hackney turned into the logo of the Devon Horse Show, which is very important and still to this day. Hunters and jumpers evolved through the years into what we have now, with the horses and riders qualifying all year long. We have the very best, the cream of the crop, still maintaining a variety of coaching, driving, hunter breeding, American saddlebreds, hunters, and jumpers. That's what makes Devon very, very special. We call it the Blue and White Cathedral on Lancaster Avenue. There's a sign above the in-gate that says Devon Horse Show, where champions meet, and that says it all.
So I'm here with David Dissler, one of the co-managers of the Devon Horse Show. And the Devon Horse Show has been going on for 117 years in this edition here. And the show has been undergoing a big renovation of the showgrounds. It's been going on for quite some time now. New footing in the rings and the barn areas. Can you tell us a little about all that?
We're just trying to update. It's for a long time it's had nothing much changed, and it always needs, everything needs improvement. Everything needs to be upgraded, every place. And this is just one of those things. This is my 40th year working here, and I rode here for a few years before that as a junior. And I've watched it from when it was a tan bark ring to the limestone screenings to our new footing now. We've spent quite a bit of time and energy and money making it better. The barns have all been inside, have all been rebuilt from the inside out. We're starting across the street on the barns there, and we're trying to make people want to come back. We want them to feel that we're trying, and we want them to feel welcomed and have a good time when they're here.
Well, that certainly is reflective of the caliber of riders that we have in the open jumper division, and as well that exciting exhibition that we'll be featuring from last night's competition later on in our broadcast here with the saddlebred competition. You know, one of the things that Devon is known for is the vendors, and along with the experience of the competition, it's the experience of the vendors and the fair aspect. Can you give us a little bit of insight on what it takes to put all this together? I mean, it's a year-round job for you guys.
Well, Peter Doubleday and myself, we deal with the horse show part of it. The country fair has a group of hundreds and hundreds of volunteers. Without those volunteers, the country fair would not be able to take place. They work tirelessly, and they work full year, all year round on the country fair. It just makes it that much more special. You can come to Devon. If a whole family can come. If some of the family doesn't care about the horses, they can go and shop. If you've got little kids, like my son was here last week and spent the entire 3 days he was here in the amusement park, carnival part of the horse show. So there's something for everybody here, and that makes Devon quite unique.
The vast array of competitions, you know, nowadays it's hunters, jumpers are segregated out in most horse shows. The saddlebreds have their own horse shows. The coaching has their own horse shows. This is one of the few shows now in America where everything comes together and under one ring into one venue.
Well, that's what makes it special for the spectators. We are one of the few shows in the country that really does get a good number of spectators. And instead of just watching the jumpers and just watching the hunters, they get something else to watch, and that's why people come. They may not all want to watch the saddlebreds, but they come and are entertained by the saddlebreds. They may not all want to come and watch the coaching, but they come and they're entertained by the coaching. It's just it's a nice mixture, and that's what makes Devon special. We get we get over the course of the 11 days, we get over 100,000 people, and to come through the gates. And as I said, there's something for everybody here.
Well, thank you, David. I'm glad you could take some time out from your busy schedule to spend some time with us. Lauren Miller, another member of our broadcast staff, has been out and about on the Devon grounds today, taking in the sights and sounds and speaking to some of the exhibitors and spectators. Let's see what Lauren has to say.
So I just want you to introduce yourself and tell me why you're here. My name is Frederick James Bickle, and I'm here for only one reason: to check the horses, thing that Devon has to offer, because it is fabulous. First time here was last year, and prior to that was when I was a little Cub Scout. I guess about 7 years old.
So what you're saying about like 10 years ago or so?
I wished.
Sure. My name is Rich Stetler. I'm the wine guy.
Okay, so how long have you been volunteering here?
Oh, I think 2 decades.
What kept you coming back for more? I want you to tell me a story here.
I think it's our family history. My mother started me, and my father, who were both in the horse world. My father was a professional. He showed here for many years. His father showed. My uncle was also a professional who I rode with also. Alex and Dick Atkinson, their name was. And my mother had shown here for many years, and my grandfather and my dad, and also my kids have shown here. So it's been 4 generations of our family that has shown.
So what keeps you coming back to volunteering here at the horse show every year?
The people. It's just really a fun place to be. It's a good cause, obviously. And we have a couple drinks in the afternoon.
And how about you?
It's a habit now. Every May. This is what you do for this last. Yeah, right. It is.
It's becoming a habit for me. Well, thanks much, guys. It's pretty much all we need. So how long have you been coming to Devon?
Oh gosh, that'll give away my age, won't it? Over 40 years.
And you still keep coming back. Why?
Because I love Devon. I love Devon.
Love Devon.
Love Devon. Everything about it. The horses, the country fair, the people.
So what's different this year here at Clydesdale's Corner?
The Clydesdale's Corner was actually built by the Bush family years ago, so we call it Clydesdale's Corner for that reason, and we always serve Bud here for that reason, and Anheuser-Busch products. But now we have a huge selection now. So,
how many years have you been here?
I was in my mom's womb here, but here this is my first year back at Clydesdale's Corner.
This evening.
And you've been coming here for quite some time.
I showed here the first time when I was 8 years old.
And do you remember that experience? Do you remember your first time at Devon?
Yes, I did. It was great. It was only, 12 years ago, so it wasn't too bad, you know. I came here with, I was showing a pony for my uncle who managed a farm in Warrenton, Virginia back then.
And how did it turn out?
She was champion. Yep. It's a wonderful place. Very prestigious horse show. It's just a fantastic place to show. And I mean, whenever you're a champion or win a class at Devon, it's really a feather in your cap. It's very nice.
So we've got here our lovely ladies that keep us caffeinated, sugared up, well supplied. I just want you to tell me your name and what it is that you do here.
Jenny Purinton, and we supply tea cakes, regular cakes, breakfast foods, and we're open from 7 in the morning till closing at night.
Some long hours.
Yes, very long hours. Fantastic volunteers.
So where are you from?
Paoli.
And how long have you been coming here to Devon?
Actually coming here? Probably 60, 65 years.
I like it so much. Hear the show jump through.
It's the experience, the experience, the ground, the people, the rush, that you got into, and I don't know, it's just, I like it.
Where are you from?
Mexico, originally Mexico. Aguascalientes. Yeah.
I think it's the fact that Devon is such a well-known show. I mean, you can ask anybody, and even horse people, obviously they know it, but people who don't have anything to do with horses know Devon, and it's such a fun atmosphere. It's so different than any other horse show. I mean, it's great exposure for people who don't have horses, who can come and see the different varieties, jumpers, hunters. But it's just that I think it's the atmosphere that really pulls you to it. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely.